Nature of her reading. Okay? You know?
Hi. I'm extremely nervous. When I wrote this paper in English, I never expected anybody to hear it besides Dr. Diggs. And then our last class, she asked me if I would be interested in reading it. Of course, you know, my fight or flight kicked right in, and I'm thinking, run fast. But I said yes because you never know when something that you say is going to touch somebody else. So I thought that, you know, God wanted me to read it. So bear with me if I cry, because I'm sure I will. I have 4 daughters, no sons. Apparently, I don't get sons. My oldest daughter's right here, the blonde. I know that she doesn't look like me, but she is mine. The other one is her best friend. I claim her. My other 3 daughters, I have a 13, 8, and 4-year-old. Trouble like none other. In English class, Dr. Diggs has asked us to get into the Blair Reader and find a poem or a story, and then we had to engage the text. I picked a poem called Barbie Doll, mainly based on the title because I have daughters and they play with dolls. So I thought it would be something cute, something whimsical. When I read it, it made me cry. So I'm going to read the poem. I'm going to attempt to read the poem. I did make copies, so I'm sure you'll probably get more out of the poem reading it yourself than me reading it, but I'm going to read it. Okay, it's called Barbie Doll by Marge Piercy. This girl child was born as usual, presented dolls that did pee-pee, and miniature GE stoves and irons, and wee lipsticks the color of cherry candy. Then in the magic of puberty, a classmate said, "You have a great big nose and fat legs." She was healthy, tested intelligent, possessed strong arms and back, abundant sexual drive and manual dexterity. She went to and fro apologizing. Everyone saw a fat nose on thick legs. She was advised to play coy, exhorted to come on hearty, exercise, diet, smile, and wheedle. Her good nature wore out like a fan belt. So she cut off her nose and her legs and offered them up. In the casket displayed on satin she lay, with the undertaker's cosmetics painted on, a turned-up putty nose, dressed in a pink and white nightie. Doesn't she look pretty, everyone said? Consummation at last. To every woman a happy ending. So the essay that I wrote, it's only 3 pages, not too long. I titled it Barbies Fake. Girls are imperfect but real, not a man-made Barbie doll. Girls need to learn to be strong and secure in who they are. Parents need to raise their daughters to love themselves and realize it's their imperfections that make them perfect. Parents of sons should raise them with the belief that not all of a girl's worth is based solely on her appearance. If society would follow these basic rules, then everyone would be better off. According to Piercy's poem Barbie Doll, the author describes society's views of how girls should look. She is given a Barbie doll and views the doll as her ideal persona. When she hits puberty, her body changes and she is no longer a Barbie doll, but rather a warped version of it. She is teased until her spirit is broken, and she finds in death what she feels she can never become in life. In death, they reshape her flaws, and in her mind made her into the Barbie doll she wanted to be. Girls who play with Barbie dolls sometimes end up with an unreal sense of self. A mother does what every mother does and buys her daughter Heather Barbie dolls. She doesn't ever question why not a truck, just what was implanted in her from when she was a little girl. Her daughter loves her dolls, with their perfect bodies and their perfect faces completely flawless. That is when little girls' ideals are formed based on a fake doll. They want to dress like them, so they find their mom's clothes and play dress up. Even put their mom's high heels and lipstick. They even wish they were the Barbie doll with her cool clothes and hot boyfriend, and let's not forget about her awesome convertible, which of course is pink. No one ever questioned why everyone wanted to be Barbie, but yet no one ever wanted to be Skipper. Barbie has everything any little girl could possibly dream of having, but girls, like boys, are human and imperfect, meaning they are not all 6 feet tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed gods and goddesses. They are all shapes and sizes because perfection is a myth. Society as a whole has put unrealistic expectation on a girl's appearance. As Heather grew up and reached puberty, her appearance changed. She was like all the rest of the puberty-ridden preteens. During puberty, she started breaking out on her face, and her hair was greasy no matter how many times she washed it. She was beginning to fill out, but very awkward and self-conscious, which was the complete opposite of Barbie. Then in the magic of puberty, a classmate said, "You have a great big nose and fat legs." She is no longer in that group of Barbie girls, or what she calls the cheerleader types. She now finds herself in the trying to survive puberty group. Playing with dolls and everyone being friends was now replaced with backstabbing, nasty rumors, and tons of judgments.
Okay.
So, she was too short, too tall, too skinny, too fat. They are always too something and never just right. But who decides what is right? Even adults have the same preconceived notions about appearance. When will society decide that a girl's uniqueness is in who she is and not what she looks like? Society's impact seems especially harsh on females. Some make it their mission in life to break another girl's spirit just because they can. Kids today are mean and unrelenting. Heather continues to develop and eventually survives puberty and comes out of it very beautiful, but not what the other kids consider their version of beautiful. She doesn't go with the flow, so she isn't considered the in crowd. Over time, the cheerleader types continue to degrade her and belittle her every chance they get. No matter how many times her mother has told her that those girls are just jealous and she should just ignore them, she can't manage to do it. Eventually, everything that Heather has been put through gets the best of her, and she retreats into her own world. How she longs to rip herself to pieces and replace her parts with Barbie parts so she can be perfect. The basic rules to live by are easy and simple. Love yourself as you are, because we are real and nobody is perfect. You are more than outside appearances. Don't judge another because they do not look like you. Everyone is insecure about something, so learn to accept who you are completely. Don't hurt yourself or change who you are to please anyone else. Yet, Heather wanted to change who she was to fit in with the group she despised. She started taking diet pills even though she was at her ideal weight. She exercised to the point of exhaustion to tone her arms and legs, and dyed her hair blonde. She became that fake Barbie doll. She eventually died because her organs shut down from the abuse she put her body through. In her mind, she died perfect. Doesn't she look pretty? Everyone said, consummation at last, to every woman a happy ending. In reality, she died focused on a fake Barbie doll. Remember to tell your daughters every day they are beautiful and amazing just the way they are. Stay involved and know what's going on with them. Love their flaws because it is what makes them special.